Good afternoon, everyone. If we would go ahead and start taking seats, please, so we can get started here shortly, that would be great. And if we fill up seats, we do have overflow in the next door, or you're welcome to stand along the sides, or we can go outside if we need to as well.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Is the mic there we go. Good afternoon. I'm Bill Gibson. I'm chairman of the Chamber, or not Chamber of Commerce. Geez, that didn't start off well, did it, Carlos? I think I just got demoted. I'm chairman of the Board of Governors. Thank you for coming. So first, a bit of unfinished business. Several weeks ago, Dr. Meibel advised the Board of Governors that he was going to establish a special task force to prepare the campus to deal with the COVID-19 virus, whatever that might entail. And now, mind you, this was weeks before this issue was on many of our radar screens. And of course, now we know he was right and he was way ahead of everyone else. And that's just the latest example of what I think is Alan's forward thinking that has defined his presidency at Southern. What you may not know is that simultaneously, many on campus were preparing for a number of events to honor Dr. Meibel's work here at the university. There were to be events on campus for donors, for the community at large, and several others. But because of the virus, all of these had to be canceled. I called Alan and expressed to him how sorry I was personally that we're not going to be able to hold these events to proper honor him and Lori. And he replied, in true form, it's not about me, it's about the university. Today is not the forum we had planned, but a forum nonetheless. So on a personal note, Alan, I want to thank you for your friendship of 3 decades. Thank you on behalf of the Board of Governors for your leadership through some very trying times for the university. And thank you, Lori, for being at all of those many events and representing the university as an exemplary First Lady. Let's give him a hand. So let me quickly introduce the Board of Governors that are present. Allison Hirschway is the Vice Chair of the Board and Chair of the Personnel and Compensation Committee and led the presidential search. Carlos Haley is the Chair of the Budget and Audit Committee. Anita Oplotnik is the Chair of the Academic Affairs Committee. Also with us are Governors T. Mark Elliott, Marianne Morgan, and Ron Richard. And I didn't see Dr. Rosenberg come in. So let's give them a hand, please. So Dr. Van Galen told me this past weekend while we were discussing the press release and the timing of this press conference that it is as important how you leave an organization as it is how you join a new one. That reinforced what we came to know about Dean Van Galen's character throughout this search process. And it was further reinforced by some of the emails and text messages I read yesterday from River Falls students as they learned the news. Mirza said, I literally did not expect that. And Caleb, wait, what? Shiloh said, wow, I'm so sad. Natalie said, I'm so excited for him, but so sad we are losing them. Paul, the most wordy, said, although we are incredibly saddened by the news, we wish him the best in this new chapter. Dean is an outstanding leader and passionate member of both our university and local communities. I'm not alone at our campus in having great respect and admiration for both Dean and Mary. And while I may personally dislike it, MSSU made the right choice. So you've read his impressive bio, so I'm not going to read it again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome our newest Lion, Dr. Dean Van Galen.
Thank you, Governor Gibson, for your kind words and your introduction. I greatly appreciate the trust that you and the entire Missouri Southern State University Board of Governors has placed in me in selecting me to serve as the next president of Missouri Southern. This university is fortunate to have a Board of Governors that is highly supportive and is unwavering in its commitment to this university's success. I'm looking forward to working with the board, the community, both on campus and beyond, and the many alumni and friends of Missouri Southern in the years ahead. Beginning on July 1st, it will be an honor to lead a university that is truly a success story within public higher education. There has been excellent work done here ever since Joplin Junior College was established in 1937, including and especially the outstanding leadership of current President Dr. Alan Marble. Missouri Southern has many reasons to be proud, and I am grateful to be able to build on that strong foundation. There are several reasons why I found the opportunity to lead Missouri Southern so special and very exciting. The university's mission that includes a distinctive international theme that has distinguished the university as a national leader in international education. The strong commitment from faculty and staff to helping Missouri Southern students succeed, often changing the trajectory of their lives, including those that are the first in their families to attend college. And the university's strong connection to the dynamic city of Joplin and the region. Missouri Southern has the strategic advantage of being embedded in a regional hub for arts, culture, healthcare, commerce, making this a great place to live, study, and work. Over the coming months, I look forward to learning much more about the university, Joplin, and the region. Most of all, I look forward to meeting and building relationships at the university, in the community, and in Jefferson City. I don't believe that a new president should arrive with a brand new plan for the university. That would be unwise. However, I will prioritize building on Missouri Southern's existing strengths in 3 areas that I believe are part of what defines a great public university. First and foremost, to provide an outstanding, affordable, and engaging student experience. Students are the university's primary reason for its existence, and their stories inspire us every day. Next, to build even more and stronger bridges between the university and its community. The future of Missouri Southern, Joplin, and the region are inextricably linked, and I believe that great things are only possible when people work together. And that includes developing the talent, the workforce, and the economy of the region and the state of Missouri. And finally, to inspire strong ownership and commitment to the university's mission and its future, including from the community, elected officials, and alumni and friends. And that includes philanthropic support that shapes the university's future. I especially look forward to working with Governor Parson and other elected officials, as well as the Missouri Southern Foundation Board and supporters of this great institution. Let me close my remarks with a brief story. When I was teaching chemistry as a young faculty member at Truman State University in Northeast Missouri, One of my students, Rebecca Brewer, gave me a small notebook with a picture of Albert Einstein on the cover. I've been collecting quotes in that notebook for the last 30 years, and I keep it in the drawer of my desk in my office. One of my favorites is a Chinese proverb which reads as follows: if you are planning for a year, sow rice. If you are planning for a decade, plant trees. If you are planning for a lifetime, educate people. It's a reminder that in a world in which we tend to react to the events of the day and often think in the short term, that it is education that can play such an important role in shaping the future of individuals, of our society, of our world. This is the work of a great university. It impacts reach far beyond what we can see or even imagine. It will be an honor to be part of that important work here at Missouri Southern State University. Mary and I look forward to joining the Joplin community and the Line family. Thank you. Thank you for being here today. And I believe there's an opportunity if there are some questions that anyone would like to ask before I turn it back to Governor Gibson.
Coach Sims?
How are you? Congratulations and glad you're here. With the current situation we're going on in our country now, right now with COVID-19, how do you feel that's going to affect as you start on July 1st?
That's a very large question, isn't it? I think in society and certainly in higher education, there are so many uncertainties, right? We're all anxious to have students back on our campus and have them experience those face-to-face interactions that make a place like Missouri Southern so special. And then we're also balancing the health and safety of students, our employees, and broader community. So I think Missouri Southern, like every institution, is working its way through that process, hoping to be back face-to-face, knowing that there are uncertainties ahead of us, and I think very importantly, assuring the health and safety of everyone as much as possible. Also, I know there are significant financial impacts on Missouri Southern and all of higher education, both in terms of budget impacts locally with housing and dining refunds, but then also the impacts on the state of Missouri, businesses, communities. So, I don't have a crystal ball, but I think the key is to prepare for a range of possibilities in the fall, hope for the best, go in with an intention to be back in a way that is the new normal, but be prepared for anything. So I left my crystal ball in Wisconsin, but that's I think where we're at.
Question from the audience? Do you have one?
Welcome as well. Congratulations. I'm the new Chief Information Officer here, so I've been here about 60 days. I'm Don Mahalka. How do you view technology moving forward? It's played a pretty important role over the last couple of months. Do you see technology playing a role as we move forward in this new normal as well?
Yeah, I think there are several pieces to that. It's unfortunate that the faculty kind of very suddenly were thrown into a world where online education is necessary and the norm. But I also think the faculty and all of us have learned a great deal about the use of technology through this crisis. So if you looked at kind of the bright side of things, I would think that faculty have developed some new tools and some new ideas to enhance courses on the campus, even if they are primarily face-to-face. I think all of us have learned about some efficiencies that technology can bring in how we interact and how we do our work. And then, the other piece of it is, and I know you would understand this, the importance of IT security. The data that's out there as we use more and more technology. From a university view, it's so important to have safeguards in place that protect the data and information of our university community. So I think we will look back someday and there will be some positive outcomes of what we've learned through this crisis. So I'm optimistic, but I know none of us would have wished for this approach. So thank you.
Okay, we have another one from over here.
Congrats again,
Thank you.
Doctor. What is your biggest goal that you want the university to accomplish going into your first school year?
Well, I think there's a strategic plan that the university has. It has 5 goals within it. So many of those involve student success, outreach to the community, building more undergraduate research opportunities. Certainly for me, a personal goal is to learn, right? To learn about the people, the community, more about the university. But if I were to choose a focal point, I think it would focus on student success. How does the university continue to take steps to increase its retention rate, the success of our students? How does it really effectively provide students with life-changing experiences, whether it be internships, undergraduate research, study abroad when we're able to do that? So I kind of start from a point where our reason for being is the students, and how can we provide a high quality experience for everyone student on the Missouri Southern campus. So that's, I guess that's the lens that I start from and would be a major goal for my first year.
Do we have any more questions from the audience? Now, I talked to some of you before and you're holding out on me. Do you have any questions for City? Okay. Looks like you might get off the hook easy today. Do we have any questions from the media? I believe that they're going to want to talk with you afterwards.
Wonderful. Thank you for being here, everyone, and for such a warm welcome. We appreciate it.
Well, thanks again for coming. I want to thank Heather Lesmeister, University Marketing and Relations, and Laura Boyd for putting this event together on such short notice. Thank you, ladies. And I want to give special thanks to Darren Fullerton, the guy with the neck brace back there. You know, Darren served as a member of the Search Advisory Committee, but his role was so much more than a member. And for everyone involved in the search, he is our rock star. Thanks, Darren, and good day, everyone.